Hello guys, Jesper here. Today I just want to show you a video on how I made 12 new Frost Dragon accounts. Accounts that I'm going to use to AFK money to support my other Vindy accounts. So long story short, I have 16 Vindicta accounts that I AFK Vindicta on all the times. In 1 week I gather 1 million magic locks and I make them into divine charges. Therefore I need 10 million in condensate energy. At first I wanted to make 12 divination accounts, but soon I realized that doing divination was not super AFK. So I thought, what can I do that make more money and is more AFK? And then I thought about the Frost Dragons. So back in December there was this Christmas event, and in the event you could basically AFK fletching for points that you could use on the presents, and in the presents there was lots of free XP. So I grinded snowballs for a month and that gave me level 101 fletching. Not only that, but after I opened up all my presents, I gained about 30 million XP that I spread out in the skills that I least wanted to train, like dungeoneering, divination and archaeology. Check out my full video on my Christmas event where I spent 38 million papers. After 30 days of Christmas event, I have done my daily spins every day to gather as many proteins I possibly could. So when the event was done, I changed all my proteins into smithing bars and starting leveling my smithing up to about 70. I needed 80, but I also needed 250% respect so I could get the best cannon upgrade. I ended up spending around 2 billion on smithing across 12 accounts to get the cannon upgrade and minimum 80 smithing. At this point I was done with smithing and went to do crafting. Crafting was super easy, it's simple and it's fast. Just buy the gems, cut them until you're 80 and boom. Now I have unlocked invention and I can start slowly leveling that up because I need it for my gear later and potentially for moneymaker. But since I don't have any combat level at the moment and I wanted to train archaeology first to get that out of the way, then I just used my daily spins and my oddments left over from the Christmas event to get like 25 invention, and then I was able to augment my mattock and slowly train invention through archaeology. So I started doing archaeology and I needed to get level 108 to get the Death Note relic. Once I hit level 100 archaeology, I went to boost my arc with the pulse course and I went to unlock my relic. Of course I needed to get associated, do my collection and my mysteries and send out my resource team and do the mini quest called Know Thy Measure. When that was done, I went to do the quest called Impress in the Locals so I could enter the arc and go gather chimes and taijutsu. I needed to gather 25 taijutsu and 25,000 chimes to be able to get the Bone Crusher upgrade. So after gathering negative and positive energy for a week time, I was able to finally get my upgrade. At this point I went to do Dwarf Cannon, which will be the last out of 3 quests to do. Know Thy Measure, Impress in the Locals and now Dwarf Cannon. Upon completing my quest, I went to the GE and bought my cannon upgrade. And now it's basically just time to get level up in combat and get some gear. With level 1 range and defense I didn't really buy any gear. I just went with my cannon to the Cal fights and placed my cannons and let it spend 20,000 cannonballs there until I get a little higher range and defense level. I was probably level 50 range and defense until I stopped here. After some time I gave them Blood Amulet of Fury and chins and some basic gear. Then I went to the bandits in the desert and blasted them with the cannons and the chins. I did this for a while until a friend of mine told me to try out the flesh crawlers instead. The flesh crawlers was super good and I ended up training there until 92 defense and range. At this point I spent a few billions on gear and upgrades. I bought Blightbow crossbows, I bought the Animech core, helm, body and legs, I bought Amadil gloves and the archer ring, I have the scripture of the jazz. I'm using Onyx Bolts E at the moment because they heal, and since I'm kinda low level and no perks on my gear yet, then I still need the extra healing. So with these 11 skills and the 3 quests I've done, I'm now able to go AFK Frost Dragons and they can slowly train the rest of the 99 range and defense while I get 120 invention on them. So now after everything, I still need a few upgrades on them. I want to get the Stalker ring, that's like 2.5 billion. I want to get perks on them, that's probably 3 or 4 billion. I need to pay for the membership on now 28 accounts, so that's 4.2 billion every 14 days. So at the moment I just need to keep killing. Save up for a little while. I don't really have any loot to share on how much money I've made per hour or anything like that. I barely just got them there. I've been busy with the RuneFest, I've had vacation, I've spent some time traveling, So now I just need to level up the last level and get the upgrades. I will make another video later on loot from my Frost Dragons when everything is maxed and I have more details. I just wanted to show you guys what I've been working on lately. If you have any questions on how and why, let me know in the comment sections and I will cover that in the next video. So yeah, with all that said, I just want to say thanks for watching. Appreciate the updates lately, and yeah, feel free to like and subscribe. See ya next time.